So let's talk about it. For everybody that doesn't know, what's up? I'm Aaron Michael Lewis. I am the one who started the Bully Bee Bunch. It is in San Diego, but I mean, we've been everywhere. Los Angeles, Vegas, New York, Chicago, so many different cities. And what we do, right, it started off as just changing stigmas around the bully breeds, right? Because we also work with shelters and rescues. But it's become so much more. Let me grab my coffee. All right, let me get to it. Because I really want you guys to get the gist of it. My dog, who became famous on Instagram, her name is Gigi. Kicked off with her. We just started doing kind of some pack walks, had people come together, just a safe space, honestly, for people to feel better about, what they're going through, to feel supported, and became so much more. We started off just kind of just doing adoption events, hosting events for shelters and rescues. But then I just saw there was a bigger need, and it wasn't just for bully breeds. It was just really for misunderstood dogs everywhere. But not just misunderstood dogs, you feel me? Like misunderstood humans. And I think that's the biggest thing I was telling people. What I saw was because I felt the same, right? When I first had Gigi, because he's a bully breed. A lot of people just call her a pit bull. The right thing to say, because she's mixed with an American bully and a pit bull terrier. So she's a bully breed. And they were like, "Oh, another black man with the pit bull." I was like, first of all, she's a bully breed, so let's get that right before you just start being prejudiced out the gate. But I'm used to it, growing up in Southern California, also traveling. I knew when I brought Gigi home, I was like, it's gonna be an uphill battle, just the optics of it all. But I was like, it's not gonna stop us. So we kind of just said, hey, it's open to everybody. You got a Rottweiler, a Doberman, a German Shepherd, a Malinois. And along the way, I even adopted a Malinois myself. Her name is Aria. She's amazing. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook. You'll find us in all these different avenues. But the main thing we want to do is kind of just show people not only what it is to, go beyond what society tries to make you feel. I think the most important thing is I wanted to show people who we are behind trainers, behind dog professionals, behind the face of things that people just see on social media. Listen, if you know me, I get very frustrated, but I'm able to process it before I don't put negativity back into the community. I find a way to make it positive. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Caffeine. Caffeine saves lives. But that's the thing about it is showing people it's okay to be human. It's not about being perfect. It's about figuring out a way to get through things. And there's so many different trainers that we have that inspire me to be a better human. We have like the Marinas, the Noels, the Aries, the Noahs, the Lindsays, the Izzies, and you guys are gonna get to know all of them because that's what this page we're gonna use for. We want to give you tutorials, testimonials, the behind the scenes look of our day to day. And I think most people think you get to see the edits and the clips of how we work with dogs, so you can see the pretty. Sometimes we will show. Like I like showing the ugly, especially if I know you. I send everybody just the raw footage of everything. All right. I wish sometimes Instagram would allow that, but people just scroll like unless it's like clickbait, unless it's something that's just aesthetically pleasing. But this is what we want to use this YouTube page for. It's to kind of show you guys the everyday. We want to show you the journey. We want to show you, what community really is, how we all come from different backgrounds. We have different struggles. And it's really cool to see people come together, even though we may not see eye to eye. We all have different approaches. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned over the last few years of building this community is like somebody was like, oh, why are you working with the fear free? Why are you working with the force free or balance or obedience? I'm like, there's nuggets of knowledge in every space. And as long as the human's there for the human and the dog, I'm for it. I'm not here for abuse. And everybody has a different interpretation or perception of abuse. I think that's the biggest thing is like, or aversive is the most popular term. I think that's the absolute most popular term in the dog community is aversive. And when you go down that path, it just becomes blame, blame, point finger, point finger, point finger. And I think everybody likes to point fingers, but nobody likes to take accountability because nobody's perfect. That was my thing about building this community. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm just here to help others. And what I always tell people is I don't live with this dog. So this human that's coming for help, right? Rather than you saying, oh, you don't want to use this or do that and do that, and they already feel bad because they're using those tools, they're never going to come back. It's like, how can we help you? And maybe there's somebody in our network of dog professionals that you can relate to, and we can educate you, right? So you can live the life for you and your dog. Because I'm in the shelters every day. Okay, I see the people who surrender their dogs. I see all the dogs that are giving up, all the stories, all the hurt, all the pain, all the trauma. So it's just like, for me, if a human can feel good and feel confident about living with the dog, and that dog gets to live a full life, I'm here for it. So we want to give you guys that look into what it takes to kind of build that type of community. It's hard work. It's a lot of hard work, right? And I kind of want to show you guys the real of it all. I don't really get to do that on Instagram or TikTok or things like that, but we're going to use YouTube for it, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about it. I look forward to things like that. So go stay tuned. Follow us if you guys do have Instagram. It's the Bully Breed Bunch across all platforms. The Bully Breed Bunch, the name of our tag right here. So stay tuned, and thank you all for watching our channel.